What's up, everybody? It's Rob Chevez with Reston Digs coming at you here at Green Lizard. I'm about to go inside and interview Dave Meyer. Dave Meyer, I keep saying David. Dave Meyer of Green Lizard, who's the owner. And hey, let's go check it out. Come on, follow me. Hey everybody, it's Rob Chevez here at the Green Lizard in Herndon with owner Dave Meyer, right? It goes by Dave, not David. And we're going to learn a little bit about his business. We're excited about being here because for many years, my wife has been partaking in many of the rides. And when I was asking her about a business that was locally focused, she said, you've got to go to the Green Lizard because there's a ton of community, right? Oh, 2 thumbs up. So, Dave, thank you so much. We appreciate the time.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So what we always want to do is just learn a little bit about you and learn a little bit about the business. And I went online and did a little bit of research, and I see that you were a chemistry major from Purdue. And I asked myself the question, how does somebody like that end up, right, owning this awesome, it's really not even a bike store, right? It's a community, right? So talk to me a little bit about that.
So I was in the industry, in the chemistry industry, environmental sciences for many, many years. And I've always made myself a promise. When I wake up, get out of bed, I'm not happy about doing what I'm doing, I'm going to do something else. And I got to that point. But what do I want to do? I retired. I was hung out at my house in North Carolina for a number of years, or a couple of years. I'm not young, I'm too young for this yet. A headhunter called me, an opportunity in Reston. That's how I got here. I did that for 2 more years, and I said, I really don't want to do this anymore. And I'm up and down the trail, I see this building, I had an idea, I put a plan together, and here we are.
Were you a biker before?
Yeah, I mean, I rode a lot in college and things like that, but nothing to some of the levels that these folks are. It was more of a business thing, okay? I wanted to create something new, something that didn't exist, that could take advantage of not only the trail, but give the people that are on the trail some more resources. Okay.
So how was your market research? You said when we were talking offline, you're looking and how many people are going up and down the trail?
Yeah, you're looking at, on the weekends, this was in October, we counted 150 to 180 people an hour going by.
Wow.
So we're right in the middle of the trail, so 25 miles that way you're the end, 19 miles that way is Shirley-on-Tinder, you can get all the way down to Mount Vernon. But here on the W&OD, we're about right in the middle.
Okay.
And that made a lot of sense to me because a lot of people go halfway and go back and vice versa, and they do the whole trail. So that was part of the location was always, I was told by other retailers that you want to be in a big parking lot, you want to be in a big shopping area and things like that. Those people aren't going to come buy bikes while they're on their bike. That really wasn't what important to me. What it was is we had this place here that people would stop in. I didn't want to be dependent on the traffic of a grocery store. The customer base is sitting right out here. So we decided, I went to a lot of different bike shops, all in the area. I saw that there was a need for something different to me, and we wanted to have a business that was sustainable all year long, not you suffer in the wintertime and you're busy in the summertime. And that's where the business plan came together of a coffee shop, fit studio, a train center in the back, and now we've added beer in the last 2 years, which made a big difference.
Tell me a little bit about the coffee shop. How did that come about, right?
So, as we were looking at the location, and I noticed what other things were around downtown, there wasn't a downtown coffee shop. I spent a lot of time in coffee shops all over the world. We lived in Alaska for 15 years. One of my favorite coffees is Kaladi Brothers Coffee. And I'd stop every morning and get coffee off to work. I wanted to have a coffee business. I think that it needed it here in the area. So I called my contacts in Alaska, and I talked to them. I said, hey, here's what I want to do. Well, they've known me for years, and so they designed the bar, told me what I needed. We went up there and did all the barista school so we could train baristas. And we have a coffee that nobody else had. Good quality and good fun, and it just made a lot of sense.
And so then how did the idea of having the beer come in happen?
So on Monday nights, or on Wednesday nights, we start our shop rides.
Okay.
And as a retailer, I couldn't sell beer without an ABC license, but we could we could give away beer a little bit, right?
Okay.
So we did that for the first year or so. And people were saying, man, you should have beer here all the time. That would be great. And then people would come in and they say, oh, yeah. So we went through the process. We hired a consultant. We went through the whole ABC process, and we put in 4 taps. Now we have 7 taps. We got ABC permission to have a little place outside for a little beer garden. It's funny. The funny about the beer thing is you have people coming in that just off the trail that have a beer. Moms, dads with their children are happy to come in here and have a beer with their friends, not going into a bar because of the environment.
Oh, yeah.
So the kids, it's very family friendly.
Yeah.
And
I
so
see that.
no one's in here getting hammered, and it's not a bar by any stretch. And I'm not trying to be a bar. It's just a matter of convenience and something a little bit different.
Well, you're building community, and you and I were talking a little bit about that. How this over the last 6 years, it's morphed into something more.
I had no idea that it was, we're looking at a retail shop. We wanted to give the customer base something that they weren't getting anywhere else, and that is, treat everybody equal. We have a bike for just about anybody, and then we also wanted a place where people could meet and do things, and that's the coffee shop setting, and now the beer setting. But it was just a matter of people took this so strongly. They've made their own web pages called Green Lizard Regulars, and there is a group of people, and they bring more people in all the time. Last night we had our Wednesday night ride, which we have every Wednesday in the summertime. There was 80 people here last night.
Wow.
Okay? The whole ride, we've got everybody's cruising, having a good time. We include other restaurants in the area here, so they deliver food for us, for the people, they'll call in, and so we've got food, we've got beer, we've got coffee, and just community cyclists talking about cyclists.
So what's the secret sauce, right, with something like this? It's probably not any one thing, right? But
I think the secret thing is the way you treat your customers. Okay, you treat them with respect. Everybody that comes in, you treat them equally. And I think if you completely treat your customers, all customers, no matter if they're buying a goo packet or a $10,000 bike, they want to come back. They want a place that's friendly. They want to see other happy people. And I think it's just treating people with respect.
It's interesting. I'm reading this book right now, written by, I think it was the director of marketing for Chick-fil-A, right? And that was Kathy Truitt's whole mantra, was just like, it's all about the customer and just make them happy, treat them with respect. And that was his entire business plan. Make them feel welcome. Like there's a relationship. And
this relationship, that's a great word. It is a relationship.
Yeah.
We get invited to people's houses on a weekly basis, and we work 100 hours a week, easy. But we have friends.
So much for the retirement.
Right. But we have friends, and not only their customer, but we go to graduation party, everything, because you're just part of this. It's a really great community. Here we are in a place that's so close to DC, but this still has a very small town feel to it.
For sure. Yeah.
And that's the big difference, and treating everybody the same way.
What is the training center?
So Vela
I think
Labs,
I saw that.
Yeah. So Vela Labs is our. We've always had training in here.
Okay.
We're kind of doing our own here now, but we have 16 trainers in the back. We run in the fall, winter, and spring, depending on the time of the year, between 12 and 16 classes a week. Okay. People bring their own bikes in. We hook them up on the trainers, and we have a workout for them. So every week it gets harder and harder and harder. So this is for something in the wintertime that people can do, not have to be outside. They meet their friends. Teams come in here, rent space, and train at the same time. So not only they come in the morning on Saturday morning, or Wednesday night, or Thursday night, whatever night it is, then after class they'll have a beer, or after class on Saturday, they sit around here and talk, and it's just people like being with other people of the same interests, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
It allows us to create something that didn't exist. You have a bike shop, so if you have a bike problem, we can fix that. We can keep you on your bike, and if you decide that you want to do more with fits and make it, you can do as much as you want to do with the tools here. You don't have to go anywhere else. You talk about the customer, and then I think we've created something here where it's one place. You don't have to go this place to do this and this place to do this. You can do it all right here. I think people like that.
Do you have a club as well? Is there like a Green Lizard club? Or
No.
It's just like everybody, because we see Green Lizard people in packs on the trail all the time.
No, it's people ride together. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
They do things, and then they go to Spain together. They go to France together. They go to the Tour de France. I mean, these guys are friends now.
Okay.
That didn't know each other prior, but now they're doing cycling trips together.
That's really cool.
That's fun.
That's really cool. Well, Dave, is there anything that I haven't asked you that you would want the Reston and Herndon community just to know about you guys?
Everybody's welcome. We are a bike shop for everybody. And on a Saturday, you can walk in here and you can see the different types of people and bikes that are brought in, and everybody's taken care of. So I don't want anybody to be intimidated. I mean, we've grown, but what we offer the community is we help folks, the folks that are commuting, and we open at 7 o'clock every day because people need that kind of a thing. So if you have a problem at 7 in the morning, flat tire, come on in, we'll take care of you. There's just a lot of resources.
So it's a place for everybody to come, and everybody's welcome. Everybody's
welcome.
Awesome. Well, Dave, thanks so much. I appreciate the time. Rob Chevez here, coming from Reston Digs. If you haven't checked out Green Lizard, please do so. We're going to have all the contact information below, and come say hi to Dave. It'd be great.
Thank you.
Thanks.